And welcome to another episode of the Rebel Radio Podcast. This is your host. This is Mark.
This is Matt.
This is Long.
And make sure you're always visiting the rebelradiopodcast.com for all the links and stuff so you don't miss an episode. And however you want to listen to us, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, your choice. We do appreciate it. And then hope you're enjoying this beginning of a holiday week here in America as we get ready for Thanksgiving and Turkey Day and all that good stuff. I'll be honest, not my favorite holiday. I mean, it's all right. By the time I get to it, I'm usually so tired. I'm just like, whatever. And I might eat a little bit, but like I'm cooking the turkey this year. I do enjoy that part of it because I think I make a really good fucking turkey, but otherwise it's like, yeah.
Do you spatchcock it?
No, I have, see, pre-show, we were talking about food and stuff and different recipes. And I do a lot of my stuff by feel. Like you've had my ribs before. My ribs, it's hard to explain to someone how I do them. I do it by feel.
Do it with love.
Man. I've always done my marinades and stuff like that. And I've never had anything really come out terrible. I just have this vibe for it, I guess. And I can follow a recipe if I wanted to, but I just do a Cajun style turkey and it's really simple. It's just Creole and butter. That's it, man.
Do you use the injector?
No.
Oh, okay.
Don't need to, man. I take a stick of butter and I rub that shit all over it like I'm rubbing a hot bitch. Okay. I rub butter. I take that stick. My hands get cold and they get greasy, but I rub the shit out of that turkey.
Yep. Like Jenna Ortega said, put on some sunscreen.
Oh man, whatever she needs.
Yeah.
And then I cover it in Creole. Mm-hmm. And then I take a stick of butter and I shove it in the turkey's ass.
There we go.
With more Creole dropped in the ass. And all that shit just melts together, and that's all it is. Really simple. And I've done this will only be the third time I've done a turkey, but I'm 2 for 2 so far. People loved it to have had it. So
good.
I will let y'all know next week if I go 3 for 3, or in 2 weeks, since we're going to take a week off. But yes, I will let y'all know if I'm 3 for 3. So, but
good, man.
But it is Turkey Day. I haven't bought it yet. I'm going to buy it tomorrow morning when I go do my little vendor run. I'm going to pick one up in HEB and start letting it thaw out.
Yeah.
And I had a doctor's appointment Friday and just haven't been back to a grocery store yet. Yeah. So, I had to run to the doctor's after work for a checkup. So, so it's just a busy week. My middle son we had baseball 10 straight days. We made it to the championship game. We did lose, but that's okay. It was a fun season. And then White
What position does your son play?
He plays mostly right field and second base, and then he got to play in the All-Star game. So it was a fun week. Disappointing to lose the championship, but hey, still a very successful season.
Was the field still wet from the rain?
No, fields were fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was good. Yeah, man. It's tough to win championships. I played a lot of youth sports, and I only won one in all the times I played, so it's not easy. No matter what level you're at, it's hard to win championships. But you live and learn. So it was a good week. And now I'm preparing for a very busy week in the business I'm in. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad I'm not in that world anymore.
Yeah, trust me.
Delivering wine.
Trust me. I go out of town tomorrow for the day, and kind of somewhat against my will. It was supposed to be today, and it got moved to tomorrow, and I'm just like, fuck. And it's just something about traveling, and it's only an hour and 20-minute drive, but it's like, and then you got to go to work the next day. So
yeah, jet lag.
Yeah. I plan on being back home by 8 o'clock tomorrow night because I do not want to be out late since I have to go to work Monday. So that's my plan. So there's going to Schulenburg. So yeah.
Speaking of Schulenburg, I was there once and I tried that smokehouse or whatever off the freeway on I-10, right across the street from the Pilot gas station. I think it's Pilot.
Probably is a Pilot.
Yeah, or Travel Center or whatever. But yeah, man, that was like One of the most mediocre restaurants I've ever had.
I'm trying to think what you're talking about because the old restaurant Frank's, it closed.
Uh-huh.
And Frank's was actually okay. It had been around for years, and it just was time to close. Now, if you go a little bit further down to City Meat Market, that place is excellent. That's where I buy my sausage from and everything. Actually, I had City Meat Market sausage tonight for dinner, and they make killer barbecue sandwiches.
Yeah, it's called the Oak Ridge Smokehouse with a red roof.
Okay. I'm going to have to look out for it when I drive tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I don't think that one's the best.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But no, City Market's excellent. That's where I get my sausage from.
Oh, and then if I go on I-45 to Centerville, I love getting the garlic beef jerky they have in the Woody Smokehouse.
Yes, Woody's is good.
Yeah.
I used to go there when I went to Dallas a lot and stuff when my dad lived in Grand Prairie years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Woody's has been around a long time. But yeah, I mean, Texas, we're known for our barbecue, but there's places that aren't that great too. Not everything's going to be a 100%. So that's for sure. I mean, just ask anyone who's ever eaten at Spring Creek barbecue what trash that is.
Yeah, man, they always use it for our company fall get together thing, family day. And last year it was good, and I was like, well, maybe it's because it was free. You just got
lucky,
because you're not paying for it, and,
right.
So it was one or the other. Yeah, that definitely helps. But then this year, same thing, but the brisket was like, there's just no flavor.
Yeah,
it's like they put it in the oven or something, or boiled it. I don't know.
But
I've had Drexler's barbecue on Dowling Street when Clyde Drexler's parents owned it.
Mm-hmm.
And, supposedly they boiled their brisket.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you guys have all been asked this question before. I mean, it's just, where do you get good barbecue when you're in Texas? And it's like,
truth.
I don't even know what to tell people. Like, it's kind of preference. Everyone, like, it depends on where you live. You have your spot, I mean, if you want to be safe, honestly, Rudy's isn't bad for a chain barbecue place.
Rudy's is safe.
But like if in this neighborhood, like I would send them up to Gessner to Virgie's. Virgie's is great, right.
I tried the brisket and rice over there on Highway 6. It's really good. And they actually got a Michelin star for their brisket fried rice.
Okay.
There, it's so good. You can have it like the brisket, like cutting the cubes into the fried rice and eat it that way, or 3 slabs of brisket over the fried rice, and super tender, super juicy, but it's really good.
I mean, like I can even tell you what my most favorite barbecue place I've ever eaten at in Texas is, because I've had so much good barbecue. It's like I can't pinpoint one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It depends on where you want to go, I guess. Oh,
well, yeah. Pinkertons always comes up.
A lot of small towns have a lot of great places. Yeah.
What's that place that starts with a K? It's like
like McKeska's out in Columbus, Texas is really good. They've been around a long time.
I heard Gold's Barbecue is now the number 1 rated barbecue in all of Texas.
Killings.
I mean, Stubbs in Austin is good. I know they're famous for the barbecue sauce, but the restaurant's good too.
Well, I mean, Franklin's Barbecue out in Austin.
But I've had it. It's good, but I don't know if it's I think it's a bit overrated.
And then there's Terry Black's Barbecue there in Austin.
Never had that. I've heard of it, but I never had it.
Saltgrass as well in Austin.
We need to do one of these days, just pick random barbecue joints.
Best
we go out and eat at them.
Barbecue brisket sandwiches I've had is not even a barbecue place. It's in Fredericksburg. There's like this 1950s style diner on Main Street, and they have this brisket sandwich that's fucking excellent. So it's like you never know. I mean, it depends where you want to go.
Yeah,
but yeah. So they're gonna try to reboot Ninja Turtles again, another live action version.
Saw that. They shelved the Ronin movie.
Yeah, they killed the Ronin movie, which You know what I think killed the Ronin movie is the Ronin comics. If they had just left the last Ronin, now they have like multiple spin-offs and multiple action figures, and it's just like they always want to ruin a good thing. Because the last Ronin is a great book. It's one of the best comics I've read in the last several years. It's excellent.
Yeah.
But then they want to do more and more and more instead of just letting something fucking be, man. And so I think that the studio, I don't know why they killed the last Ronin movie, but now we're gonna get a live action reboot, which I'm fine. I love the Ninja Turtles, but I also really want to see an adult style Ninja Turtle film. I'd love if it doesn't have to be rated R, but a little more mature, because us that grew up with the Ninja Turtles have grown up with the Ninja Turtles. Like, do it like the original comics, where it's a little bit darker, a little bit edgier.
Well, I've personally moved past the Turtles. I've outgrown it personally.
Not me, man. I still like the
He-Man.
Turtles. But don't make them gooey and weird like the Megan Fox movies. If the 1991 film was for what it had at the time, it's still very good. And then you still have the new animated universe movies. I guess they're doing a second one of those still for me, a Mutant Mayhem sequel.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's a lucrative franchise, so I can see why they want to make more. So it makes sense. News-wise, it was not much going on this week. I saw that about the Ninja Turtle reboot. There was something else I saw. I guess they're making Jumanji 3, and Dwayne Johnson was driving around Hollywood in his personal car promoting it when paying tribute to Robin Williams. I thought that was funny. Do we need another Jumanji movie? Is it that's wild to think a board game now will have 4 movies based off of it. The 1 original and 3 of the new franchise. A fucking board game. But we never got another Clue movie. We only have the original.
Yeah, that's surprising.
What's wrong with this world? There's something else I saw, and my brain has kind of forgotten in the news, but anyway, it's probably not important. Why is my phone doing that? But yeah, man. Oh, I guess I saw that. I didn't know this, even though we have no casting or information when they're going to make another Bond film. I guess Denis Villeneuve is still attached to direct after he does Dune 3.
Huh.
I thought he had moved past it at this point, but we'll see. I mean, I think he'd make a fucking great Bond film, to be honest. He's pretty solid track record so far as a director.
Really has. What he did? Is it Arrival?
He did Arrival. He did, Sicario.
Oh yeah.
Both Dune films. Blade Runner 2099. Prisoners with Hugh Jackman, which is really good. Yeah, so his track record is pretty solid. So we'll see. I guess another bit of news: The Punisher is not going to be in Daredevil season 2, which has started the rumors that does he die in Doomsday? It's like, how do people to come up with that? Maybe he's just not in the story for Daredevil season 2, And I think season 2 comes out before Doomsday anyway. But I don't know. The Doomsday rumors are absolutely insane. I mean, there's been so much out there. It's like, who knows? I'm just going to wait and see what happens when the movie comes out. It sure as hell seems like there's about 75 characters in the movie, though. I hope the Russo brothers can balance it out.
For real. I mean, they've done some fantastic stuff, obviously, with the end game, and Infinity War.
Yeah, but you're only dealing with multiple characters in that movie for the last 30 minutes during the main battle. When you start having multiple story threads, it's like hopefully they can pull it off. The Russos, man, feel like directors because the Gray Man was okay, and you saw the one with the robot with Chris Pratt. I didn't watch that one.
Yeah.
It's like were they one trick ponies? Did they get lucky with Infinity War in Endgame, or are they going to be able to pull that kind of magic off again? Because they're since then they haven't had a lot of success.
Yeah, like you said, the movies were solid post Endgame, but not up to Endgame standards. Kind of like the crap. I can't the Wachowskis. After the Matrix, it's like were they able to really get that same level of performance back? And I don't think they have. And it's hard, hard replicating something like that. I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's
we've
a
seen
lot. I mean, that list of directors that have had that happen are plentiful.
Yeah, Toby Hooper with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Who was the guy that was real hot, winning all the Oscars a couple of years ago? The Hispanic guy. I think he made Gravity. They went on to make a couple other films, and then he just kind of disappeared. So yeah, you get some cases like that. Yeah, we'll see, man. All I know is 2026 is shaping up to be quite the year for movies. And when we do our year-ending episode, we will also look forward to 2026 in that episode where we talk about things we're looking forward to with our movies of the year and all that in the final episode of the year. But so it should be fun. All right. So anybody, we a little bit longer between episodes this time. So anybody watching anything cool in the last week and a half?
I've been playing a couple of games on Steam. Humans Are Not Against Lizard Women 2. No.
Wait, say that again?
You saw that picture I sent texting.
Yes.
No, I didn't play it. No, there's a game I played called Command Deck, which is really cool space type roguelite deck building game. That's pretty fun. Did I talk about Fantastic Four last week?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm also like looking at Black Friday deals. If that's anything. No, damn. I've been just playing this one game this whole week, and that and Slay the Spire on the Switch, which is also another deck building type game. But yeah, that's all I've been doing. It's a pretty slow week for me. Take it over, Mark.
Well, I mean, for me, I was hoping to watch more, being that we had a week and a half, but with White having so much baseball. But I did purchase, man, for $5. They had the entire Robotech saga on sale on Fandango. So I was like, I'm going to buy it for $5. I'm like going to buy this.
Good deal.
So I started watching it about 5 or 6 episodes in, and you immediately see why it's such a classic. You even understand anime and the work that went into it, and it is the uncut Japanese version, so it does have the.
It's called Macross.
That's the first season. It's called the Macross Saga, and then season 2 has a different name. But it is the Japanese uncut version, so it has the couple of booty shots in it and stuff like that. Nothing sexual, just kind of playful nudity in it. Which was not seen for years until that was re-released. I was reading up on it. It's a fairly recently uncut release in America within the last, 10 to 15 years. I mean, that's recent considering how big anime is. So for years you couldn't get the uncut version in America.
Rights limbo for
a long
time. Even on Japanese side, it's like
and but it's, man, I appreciate the art of it, how it's hand drawn. It looks extremely well done for 1985 as far as the art goes. In-depth storytelling. Just 5 episodes in, it's building this world that's just incredibly well done. I think the only thing that annoys me is it's that old style, so there's a narrator at the beginning and end of every episode recapping to tell you what's going on, because it takes its audiences at the time for granted as not being as smart as we are now. And not that they weren't smart back then, but that's just how TV was done. We're going to tell you everything that happened before, and at the end of the episode, we're going to recap what you just watched. So that's kind of funny. But man, for $5, it's a hell of a buy, and so it's 65 episodes. I think I'll be able to watch it, and I know I'm really bad about starting shows and not finishing them. But when I pay for something, I'll watch it. So I'm going to slowly get through all of Robotech and watch it, and really a lot of fun. It's cool stuff, and for $5, you can't beat it for $5 for 65 episodes. And I know I can watch it on Crunchyroll, but it's not the same. I can watch it without ads and for $5, whatever.
Yeah. Good addition.
Other than that, man, I'm kind of doing the same thing Long did. I've been mulling by. They have the remastered Mass Effect trilogy for $6 on PlayStation. Thinking about buying it, but like, man, do I have the time and the effort to get into epic gaming?
Man, I think that's one of the most replayed games I've ever played in my time of gaming.
I mean, I played the first one. I never did play the sequels.
So really?
So
Man,
it's like
you're missing. The second one's the best one.
So it's like for $6, it's like I probably will do it. It's on sale till December 2nd, and I was like, so I have some time to think.
Matt, you ever play Mass Effect?
No, but I know it's. Don't you like? Isn't there some Captain Kirk action in it?
Generally,
yeah.
I mean, it's a mix of Star Trek, Star Wars. I mean, almost any sci-fi you watch, but at the same time, it's utterly original. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of different alien life forms that you interact with on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the choices you make in the first game affects the 2 sequels.
Right.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so if you're a self-respecting gamer, you have to add that to your bucket list of games you have to play before you die.
Long, you're convincing me, man, to spend the $6.
It's only $6.
Yeah,
That's
it's 3
coffee.
games. It's all the DLCs.
Yeah, I highly recommend it, Matt and Mark, especially Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 is basically the Dirty Dozen in space.
Yeah, and I remember I wanted to play it. I don't know why I never got around to getting it or playing it because I wanted to, and I just, who knows? Maybe there's something at the time in my life. I don't remember when it came out, what year.
Probably too busy.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably Michael's your first son or whatever.
Is the game that?
Mass Effect is $4.99 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
for the
there's
trilogy?
a Mass Effect. There's a newer Mass Effect called Mass Effect, but it's Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which is the originals.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't want Mass Effect Andromeda. That was pure garbage. Don't get that. Get Mass Effect Trilogy.
On PlayStation, it's called Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
$5.99.
Do it. Buy it.
Yep, buying it now.
The first game introduces you to, you create your character, male or female. You create all the attributes, and basically, dude, you pick the origin story, whether he starts out as street smart or born in space, in a space fleet, or third as a kind of a renegade,
I can't buy it on my phone right now because I have to go make some room.
Your character creation, they'll mention your origins of your characters too, a little bit, and then all the important decisions that you make carry over into the next game. And
is it like KOTOR, where like the decisions
it's made by the same folks who wrote KOTOR.
Yeah. Because that whenever you said that, I was like, that reminds me of KOTOR, where if you started doing bad things, it's like you started leaning more towards the dark side. And
it is one of the games that I've replayed the most so many times.
Wow.
Just to see all the story possibilities. I went full good guy in one gameplay, then the second time I went full asshole the next. And then you got kind of do a mix of both.
100% asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think I'll do it, and I'll play it on easy so it doesn't stress me out.
Yeah, they've tightened up the first game's gameplay too, the remaster. So
good.
But
it sounds fun.
Yeah,
that's one thing. Real quick, and then we get to Matt. But like, you remember back in the day, like if you told your buddies you played it on easy, they made fun of you. Now I don't give a fuck. You know what? I'm 49 years old. I'm gonna play it on easy and have fun playing the game. I don't need it on the most challenging anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that on the way back through.
Right.
There's a lot of cutscenes too. So it's like playing an interactive movie.
Yeah.
That caters to your decisions.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun.
Cool. Really cool weaponry too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one more thing. Like like when you play a game, you want that Star Wars feel, like you're shooting a laser blaster or whatever. Mass Effect gives you that feel. Like you feel like, wow, I'm shooting shit with lasers.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Do it. Let me know. Let us know.
I could take a break from Helldivers too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I like this story because it basically caters to what you pick and see the cause and effect of it. But I'm curious to hear what you think of it once you start on your journey.
Yeah, man. I'll definitely give you guys a review whenever we get back together.
Yeah. Are you working that Friday after Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I gotta go in that night.
Oh, that sucks.
But at least it's after all the Black Friday stuff is done.
Mm.
What did you watch,
What
Matt?
did you watch, Matt?
Yeah, so I was able to get to the theater. Both me and Jackie went and saw Predator Badlands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we decided. I think it was a Tuesday that we were gonna go watch go watch a movie because we wanted to do something. And I was like, well, I got all these movie credits. I've got like 6. And I was like, what can I see? And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go see Predator Badlands. And we checked it out. I liked it. I thought it was fun. At first, I didn't know how I'd feel because it's like from the alien standpoint. But you know, his journey throughout the film and seeing him grow and adapt and overcoming, and then just the way the aggressor changed to where he pointed his aggression to later on in the film. I thought that was cool. So yeah, really enjoyed the film. Mark, if you haven't watched it yet, as soon as it hits streaming, or maybe find a movie credit laying around you want to use.
I'm hoping maybe this week.
What did you think of Elle Fanning pulling double duty in that?
Yeah, I think she was comical. She was, but yet she gave a really good performance of what she was asked to do. Because she was a little bit of comic relief, but in the dry kind of humor way, like almost like a C-3PO kind of person.
Yeah.
Well, android, but synth. But yeah, that's what I really liked about her, the kind of dry humor. And then her plot twist was really good. She did a really good job delivering that and making it believable. The Wutani Corporation tied in there. That was cool. Yeah, man, I was surprisingly surprised. And then it was funny because I guess everybody just waits for end credit scenes. There was none, And
I should have told you that.
I did. I always look it up.
Yeah, okay.
But everybody else in the theater, which wasn't a lot because, Running Man was about to come out.
I kind of want that to stop, the end credit thing.
Yeah.
It's just like, because there's too many of them come unpromised. And James Gunn is taking that approach with DC. He says, we're going to do them, but they're going to be fun. We're not going to promise anything we can't guarantee is going to happen. Like they did with Superman. It was just something fun, It
was a mid-credit scene for Superman, right?
Yeah.
Mid-credit's different. At least you don't have to wait all the way to the end, But yeah, there were people just like waiting there, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?" It's over. That's it. Are you gonna spend all that time, munching on popcorn?
Get out of here!
Yeah, Benny
get out of here!
Like the Fantastic Four, the Fantastic Four mid-credit scene, most likely will pay off because we know Doomsday is coming out. But how many scenes that have happened don't pay off? So it's like just stop with them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Unless you definitely know that scene's going to pay off, just stop fucking doing them. Plus, I usually have to go fucking pee. I don't want to sit there for 5 minutes.
Exactly. Especially if you've held it and you've had all that, Coca-Cola and popcorn and Reese's or whatever you choose. It's like all that is boiling up inside you. You've got to release it, All right.
Right.
You can't
Then
you don't have
if
time.
you're sitting 15, 20 rows up, you got to walk and,
Yeah, dude. Make sure you don't trip on the way down because it's dark as hell.
Oh, shit.
And then your kids are running. You're like, don't get away, don't get too far away. But yeah, check that out. I wanted to go again and check out the Running Man, but it did not happen. So I'm
You and the rest of America didn't go, apparently.
Dang, really?
Yeah,
Hasn't done very well, huh?
Well,
yeah.
Okay, here's the funny thing is the reviews aren't terrible.
Yeah.
They're not great, but they're not terrible. But is it time to stop pushing Glenn Powell as a leading man? Maybe he's just not there yet.
Maybe he's just a good side guy,
Right. I like him, don't get me wrong. He's a Texas guy, he's cool, but maybe he's just not there yet.
Is he too generic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have someone at work saw it. They said they enjoyed it, but they said it's the most un-Edgar Wright movie of Edgar Wright's career. That just doesn't feel like your typical Edgar Wright movie. I'm not sure what that means exactly. I guess because Edgar Wright movies are kind of quirky and different.
They have definitely a quick energy to them.
Yeah. But I'm really thinking that's it, man. Maybe it's Glenn Powell, man. Maybe he's just not that leading man they're trying to push him to be yet.
Or there was no Captain Freedom's workout in The Running Man like there was the last time. With Jesse Ventura. I was there. In the Gulf of Tonkin.
That's a pretty good Ventura impression, actually.
I practiced this.
I was a Navy SEAL.
I was a Navy SEAL.
Hey, Jesse Ventura has never had since WWE Mattel has had the license since 2010. He's never had an action figure made, but he signed a Legends deal. So next year they're pumping out there's at least 4 or 5 Ventura figures planned.
Nice.
So
9/11 was an inside job.
People are already going crazy for him because he's very popular.
I ran Minnesota with an iron fist.
Not my favorite WWE legend.
Box.
Not one of my favorite WWE legends, but I get the appeal.
Yeah. I like him. He's
cool. Yeah, I mean, I like him, just not one of my favorite. I don't know if I'd put him in my top 5 legends.
He's definitely one of those cool, we're talking about side characters. He's definitely one of those cool side character guys.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the figures he has coming out is in the Target exclusive Legends line, which is usually very easy to get. I'll grab that one just to have a Ventura representation in my collection, but I don't need all of them that are coming out.
Yeah. That I don't know if this counts. I did karaoke the other night.
Oh, Lord.
Record. And Jackie has been coaching me and stuff these last couple years because
wait. What the fuck does she know about karaoke?
And I killed it. Oh, Jackie sings, dude. She sings. She sings she's good.
There's a big difference in church choir and drunk singing. Big difference.
No, she doesn't drink. Well, not a lot, but it's like I had a few, and I killed it with Kryptonite, 3 Doors Down.
My wife taught me how to sing.
Please tell me there's a video of this out there somewhere.
No, there wasn't. Unfortunately, whenever I went, I was just kind of on a whim. I was on my way back, and I was like, it's kind of early. I'll just swing by. And then it was at 510 bar, which is why I sent that comment the other day of a certain person.
With that hood bar down there in Fairbanks?
Yeah. I just stopped by. I was like, I've never been in here. It is a bunch of rednecks. It is. Everything.
I hope you took a bath in vinegar, man.
Yeah, I did shower. Yeah,
all kinds of diseases in that place.
Just a few. And then there was a guy that was talking to me the whole night, but he only spoke Spanish, and I was just like, God, I was like, I don't really practice, and as much family as I have that is Hispanic, it's like I only know enough to piss you off or order food. And I'm like, no entiendo.
That's probably just going see the whole time the dude's asking to suck his dick and shit.
He probably said something like that because he started laughing, and I was like, he just kept talking, and I got bits and pieces. I saw you hear random shit, with the translations because you're like, okay, I know 4 of these words out of 12, and you're just like, más o menos, more or less, yeah. And he just started laughing. I think he knew that I didn't know, but yeah. Other than that, I did I had Jackie watch Event Horizon with me, since we are, talking about, we're doing a movie about ships and being stranded and stuff today. I was like, oh, you know what? This is a neat movie that she hasn't, watched. It's all right, decent.
Yeah.
And then
The director's cut's a little better, but
yeah,
it fixes some of the problems with the movie.
and then I did play Helldivers, help complete the major order for the Illuminates, and now it's back to the automatons. And I did my first impossible mission with the two other guys, and we knocked it out. I thought we were gonna die. Wasn't that bad.
Those socialist automatons.
Yes. Freaking damn automatons.
Those fascist terminids.
Yes. I gave them a dose of liberty.
Yeah.
Man, I love it. I love it. This is the first time where I was like, I broke out I have defibrillator armor. So if you die and your body's intact, it resuscitates you back to life, but your health slowly goes down. So you've got to hit your stems, but once you're out of stems, it's like you just die. But it allows you just a little bit more time to complete your mission or do something crazy. Like I was like, all right, fuck it. I ran into one of the bases and I threw down my orbital napalm and just made that place look like fucking Vietnam. And the guy's like on the microphone. He's like, man, this guy's throwing napalm every 5 minutes. I love the napalm. I love it. Credence needs to play in the background every time you throw one of those. Fortunate Son. Make it happen. Make it happen.
All right.
But other than that, that's all I watched.
All right. Well, let's get into today's featured film from director James Cameron, as we're going to do back-to-back Cameron movies over the next couple weeks to get ready for the release of his latest film in theaters in just a few weeks. And this is one that strangely did not do well at the box office because it had an August release, which was back in 1989. That was probably not good. Kids going back to school in the summer. But it's found a home over the years through video stores and DVD and not so much streaming until recently, because for a long time this movie wasn't available streaming. And it never became available on Blu-ray until recently when it had a 4K release. And it also became very famous for its special edition, which added almost 25 minutes back into the film and fleshed out some story elements.
Yep.
And that is James Cameron's The Abyss, starring Ed Harris and
Michael Biehn.
Michael Biehn, who's worked with Cameron a few times, and a lot of other names. And so basically, it's a deep sea diving crew. A civilian crew is hired by the military to go down and help find a lost nuclear submarine. And it turns into a disaster, essentially. But as they discover they're not alone down there, and we get a twist on the alien story, in which these are underwater aliens who are angelic in nature and appear to be here to help us, but also warn us in the special edition. That's not so much told in the theatrical version, but more in the special edition about what we're going to do to ourselves if we're not careful. So Matt, I want to get this is the first time you've ever seen this, right?
Yes.
So let's get your first reactions, man.
So I will say Cameron does something really good here, and that's making you kind of care about the characters that are in the movie. Making them blue-collared workers was a good direction for him to go. The husband and wife aspect, both of them were petroleum workers, separated, but they're forced into a confined space in this vessel. And then you have Michael Biehn, who is just caving under the pressure of being underwater too long. He's sick. It's getting to him. He's fucking nuts. Their equipment's failing. And then there's all this tension, all this back and forth. There's bad stuff going on in the world around them while they're underwater, because where this had happened is in like a point of international waters. And you have these aliens, and you think, just because you've seen all these other alien films and you've seen alien films with James Cameron, they're usually antagonists. And come to find out, they're actually good. They're actually good aliens. And it has a really good message, which is preceded by a quote at the beginning of the film, and I'll paraphrase it, if you stare into the abyss too long, the abyss stares back. You can become the abyss, basically. So if you become a monster to fight monsters, you become what you sought to destroy. So it's important to be careful when fighting monsters. And I think it's a really cool message. It's a little bit lighter than what you would expect from a sci-fi film, especially for me. But I enjoyed the theme, the character building, the stories that they intertwine, and the graphics for that time. People say it obviously
a spectacular looking film from 1989.
Yes, amazing. And they say it inspired the T-1000, and I can see it with the water tentacle theme. That could easily, if you paint it silver, it could absolutely be the T-1000.
Well, let me stop you. If you believe Cameron, he said that he did this movie and he wanted that scene done as a test to see if he could pull off a liquid Terminator. But the funny thing is, he never said that until after Terminator 2 came out, and he retconned his interviews and kind of said, like, oh, yeah, we did the Abyss to test it. It's like, did you really, dude?
What wasn't this? Well, this is the first time we had T at THX, right?
Around, 89,
so.
90.
Yeah. And so, but that's more sound. So yeah, I wonder, maybe he's just kind of playing that up, like you said. But it's not my favorite Cameron film. But it is a good film and it looks good. Ed Harris is good. And Bean is really good as a military guy, as always. Because that's how he always plays for the most part. Is military people. Same for Ed. Well, Ed is not military. But and then just the disasters that start happening in the film, really fun. Really adds to the drama, and because that storyline is there with the characters, you care what happens to these people. When the crane falls and it's dragging them down, and you're just like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And then the stuff that the crew that the actors had to go through. James Cameron almost drowning, Ed Harris almost drowning.
Oh, Ed Harris, he doesn't hate the movie, but he will not talk about the movie.
Yeah. A lot of people are quoted like they're like, we didn't have fun filming this. They were actually underwater, I guess, for this filming, 10 meters underwater. And even Michael Biehn said at one point they were underwater and they lost power and they couldn't see anything.
It pissed him off enough that he refused a cameo in Terminator 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah,
yeah, man.
Even though Terminator 3 wasn't directed by Cameron, he was still asked a cameo in it. He said, nope, I'm done.
Cameron produced though, right? Or he
produced, yeah.
Yeah, he just produced it.
And he did do the cameo for Terminator 2, but he only did that because he owed the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that makes sense. Yeah, that was Cameron pissed a lot of people off.
Well, because Bean was on set for 5 months and he only filmed 10 days. He was pissed.
Oh, so yeah. I read that that all his scenes were filmed within the course of like 2 weeks, really. But I didn't realize he had been on set for 5 months.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. Well, I was glad they finally own the 4K updated HD version of The Abyss, and yeah, this happens to be one of my favorite sci-fi movies and Cameron films as well because it's original, and the fact that you had that one scene, memorable death scene from the Michael Biehn sinking further into the depths, and then him screaming as the glass canopy started cracking. Yeah, that is like, oh man, I don't want to be crushed to death.
No.
Yeah, terrible way to go. Which kind of reminds me of the whole the Titan Gate submersible 2 years ago.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, and yeah, the implosion was so great that there was no body left behind. You know, they were literally atomized in those depths.
Crazy.
Yeah, and but anyhow, uh, no, it's like it was a very Cameron does a good job of immersing the audience into that world that he creates, and I could kind of see the uh, kind of like the DNA of Avatar: Way of Water in it as well. So some stuff that he learned from the Abyss, he carried over to Avatar: Way of the Water. So no,
That
it's a
makes
good
sense.
movie. Ed Harris and Elizabeth Mastrantonio uh, both gave really good performances as well. And yeah, each of the characters, even the side characters, have their own personalities as well.
Mhm.
So yeah, go ahead, Mark. When did you see this?
I mean, I remember seeing this years. I mean, when I was in high school, probably, and I've always loved this film quite a bit. I think it's I mean, it's easily my favorite non-Arnold Cameron film, if that's fair to say. Um, Not that he's done. Well, I mean, he has done a lot of those now, but I think this movie it holds up extremely well because it was 1989. The special effects are fantastic. The cinematography is well done, especially the camera shots giving you a feeling of tension inside this building or this not building oil rig type thing they're in this sea rig. I think the movie has a lot of great messages in it. I think it also can play with your ideas of life and death because you know, and what is God to us? I feel like there's a lot of symbolism in that with the aliens because when she almost dies and they bring her back to life, then Ed Harris thinks he's dying and he sees the light, and then Jammer he sees the angel alien also and thought he was going to heaven. So I think there's a lot of symbology in this movie that I don't think Cameron does on purpose. I think it's just the way the story unfolds. I know because Cameron has never been one to really do messaging in his movies. He just tells great stories, but I think they are there, and I think the aliens are an interesting thing. They look different. We always think of alien movies as being from above. We had E.T. and Close Encounters, and at that time back in the 80s, and then we get this, and they come from below us. And do we know were they there already? We don't know, and I think that's cool. We don't need to know where they came from, but I think that's pretty neat. I think the theatrical version is still a really good film. I think the special edition isn't necessary, but it does add a lot of interesting aspects of the film.
In context.
In
for the ending.
context, yeah,
Like the
why
tidal
the aliens,
wave.
yeah, why the aliens are here, and the fact that they basically warn us, say, hey, if we don't love each other and take care of each other, this is what's going to happen to you. I think it's kind of interesting. And that these aliens are almost here to guide us. Like Matt said earlier, a lot of alien movies are here to destroy us. Not this time. Well, except for E.T., he just wanted to go home. He didn't want to destroy anybody. But man, I just watching this week. I just can't. I'm really shocked how well this movie holds up, special effects wise, for almost 40 years old. It looks amazing. Even the CGI, aliens, everything in it. You could show this movie and not tell them it's made in 1989. They might say, "Oh, it was made in like 2002," and they, I really think people could say that.
Yeah.
And I think that's the mark of a great filmmaker. I mean, honestly, and Cameron is one of our best. And I'm with you, Long. The performances of this, man, they're good. You care about these characters. Ed Harris is great in this movie, and he's always been a great character actor. You feel the emotion of it when he's typing to Lindsay. You're like, oh my goodness, man, he's going to die, and but thankfully the movie ends with a lot of hope, and I think that's important after everything they go through. But it's got an emotional aspect to it. But Cameron's made a lot of movies with water in it, that's for sure.
That's true.
Titanic, and this. And he made documentaries in the water, so he has a thing for water. He's very obsessed with the ocean. and a lot of practical effects in this. Like I said, they filmed this stuff in water tanks and things like that, and wanted to be as real as possible. And and it's definitely a movie you do have to suspend your belief in some of this, because in reality, no one can deep sea dive as low as Ed Harris's character did, even with the suit on and the fluid and all that. You just, the pressure, you couldn't survive it. So you do have to suspend your belief a little bit, but that's okay. That's what we go to the movies for, to suspend our belief and to escape.
Right.
Do you remember, Mark, when that movie came out? Like a bunch of clones came out, like Leviathan, Deep Star 6,
Yeah.
Lords of
Leviathan.
the Deep. A whole bunch of underwater B-movie horror films came out around the same time in that 1989, 1990 era.
Yeah.
Leviathan, starring Peter Weller and Richard Crenna, and it's just.
Yeah. I remember Leviathan. I don't think I ever saw Deep Star 6, but I remember Leviathan.
Deep Star 6 was definitely more of a horror, feature.
Which is crazy, is because this movie only made like $28 million at the box office. One of Cameron's lowest box office films, but yet it caught on very quickly on home video, like very quickly. Was a number one rental and sales wise for a long time when it hit VHS. And it got a lot of television play. The Sci-Fi Network came out in the early 90s and played the shit out of this, so it really caught audiences through home viewing. And since then, I read that it has quadrupled its profits in the 40 years, because it's been such a success on home video and that home. And strangely never had a DVD release, or no, a Blu-ray release. It had one DVD release, but it never got remastered. It never had, the special edition was only available on on VHS until recently when the 4K version came out, which is insane.
It had a DVD release, yeah.
Yeah, it had a DVD release, but not a special edition.
Not a Blu-ray.
Right.
I remember owning the DVD with the special edition and the 2-hour documentary.
Oh, so maybe it did have one release. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nuts, man.
But yeah, DVD was the last home video release, and people were waiting for the Blu-ray.
See, I have a bootleg Blu-ray of this that I bought a couple of years ago before they announced that it was finally getting a release.
Yeah. The 4K version came out and people were happy, but they were a little pissed that there were some flaws in the transfer, some of it like weird AI smudging and stuff like that. But the Abyss was not too bad, but the True Lies were 4K release. A lot of people were really mad that, like, what the hell? What's with all this weird, AI enhanced digital enhancements, and look kind of weird.
I watched it on Disney Plus because I didn't feel like busting out my Blu-ray, and I did my research to go back and remember what some of the extended scenes were, because I have seen the extended version. And I thought the Disney Plus 4K was fine. I didn't really notice anything. But I have to say, my Blu-ray bootleg I have is a very good transfer. Whoever did that. And I also have True Lies on bootleg from the same company.
Oh yeah.
And it's fantastic. Like I felt no reason to buy the 4K since I have that version. But yeah, no, it's strange because Cameron waited for a long time. He said a lot was he was waiting for technology to catch up before he released these films. There was also, some of it was rights issues for a long time. I know with True Lies and I don't know about the Abyss, but
they're both under Fox, so
yeah, they're under Fox now. And but he finally got around to it, and now we have 4K versions of all of his films. I think, are the Terminator films out in 4K?
I don't know.
Terminator 2 is. I know that.
No.
Yeah. I know Titanic and Abyss and True Lies all came out around the same time in 4K. And but he's a masterful filmmaker, and he's doing his Avatar films, which are I've enjoyed those so far. I'm looking forward to the new one. But he's one of our greats, and the Abyss is a one of his that a lot of people. It's strange too. A lot of people still have not seen the Abyss, and they should, because I think it's very. I don't know if I'd say this is underrated. It's just a really good film. I think underrated is unfair to it, because I think if I had a choice between Titanic or The Abyss, I'm probably going to show someone The Abyss over Titanic.
Yeah.
And the Titanic's a good film too. I mean, it's a great film, but I think I'd show them The Abyss for that.
The Titanic has Billy Zane.
Well, and Titanic is such a different type of film. Yeah, it's a romance. It's also got action towards the end, and it's a marvel in filmmaking in its own right. Don't get me wrong. But
and it's got Bill Paxton.
I mean, a lot of Cameron movies have Bill Paxton in it.
Yeah.
What? True Lies, Titanic, Terminator,
Aliens.
True Lies is definitely Cameron's funnest movie.
I like it. Yeah.
It's fun. True Lies. I mean, we've done it on the podcast, and I think I mentioned this when we did it. I didn't like it when I originally saw it. Like, I didn't hate it or anything. I was like, huh?
Of course you didn't. It had humor.
I liked it more years later.
Oh,
it wasn't even the humor. It wasn't even the humor. It just didn't capture me when I first saw it.
Mm-hmm.
That was all right.
It reminded me of simpler times. That's for sure. Pre 9/11 stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you can make action movies without pissing people off.
Yeah.
Arabics were always the bad guys.
Yeah.
Or Russians.
Or Russians, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true, though. But The Abyss, man, definitely a good film, man. I mean, I don't even know, man. Easily an A, I think. I think it's a great film. I think it's highly underappreciated.
Yeah, I give it an A-.
A.
Glad you enjoyed it, man. I figured you'd enjoy this one. If you didn't enjoy this one, I'd have to question why we've done a podcast for 11 years on movies.
But I prefer Gone in 60 Seconds more.
I know, right?
Matt's done with birthday picks. He doesn't get to pick next year. We already did all these fucking crap ass movies. He made us do Fast and Furious, Last Action Hero, and Austin Powers. Fuck him. No, I'm just kidding, Matt.
I had a couple good ones in there. I always pick the fun, random movies.
Yeah. What did we watch last time?
He did
Fast and Furious
this last
year. Oh, Fast and Furious. That's right.
And then last year was Bullet.
That one was all right.
Yeah.
I appreciate it for what it was, but I'll never watch it again. I'll just be honest.
Yeah. It's definitely, that car scene you could definitely look up on YouTube. Save yourself a lot of time.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to take a week off and be back in 2 weeks with more James Cameron, as we are going to a couple years back, we did the original Avatar before The Way of Water came out. So we are going to do Avatar The Way of Water before Avatar Fire and Ash comes out. Aren't we clever? Get those search fees in. People search up Avatar and find our podcast. Damn right. We're smart. But no, Avatar The Way of Water, I think, is actually a really good fucking movie. I think it's maybe better than the first one. The last 20, 30 minutes of this film are incredible filmmaking. I mean, really are. I saw this twice. Once when it came out, and I watched it when it came out on Disney Plus. So I haven't watched it again since. So I think I'm going to give it another viewing and watch it before the new one comes out and refresh my memory. Long, you never did see the sequel, did you?
No, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay. I remember. I can remember
a year ago. Yeah. I'm thinking about getting the 4K collector's disc just because I own the Blu-ray first movie collector's.
Right. The first Avatar is one of the first Blu-ray movies I ever bought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whenever I got a Blu-ray player. So, but yeah, man. So Avatar, The Way of Water next week on the show, or in 2 weeks on the show. But until then, man, enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday if you celebrate it, and if not, just enjoy your week until we're back. And make sure you visit the rebelradiopodcast.com. And we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. This has been Mark.
This has been Matt.
This is Long.
Remember, as always, just go there and do it.